China's drive toward high-quality development is accelerating technological transformation across sectors such as new energy vehicles, intelligent manufacturing, and green energy. What does this mean for global semiconductor companies operating in the country, and how can industry leaders collaborate with China's rapidly evolving ecosystem to innovate? Welcome to Doing Business in China, the podcast where we speak with industry leaders who are shaping the future of business and sustainability in the world's second largest economy. I'm Xu Yawen. In this episode, I spoke with Marcus Kneifel, Senior Vice President of Systems Engineering at onsemi. Marcus, it's a pleasure having you today. So to start, could you briefly introduce yourself to us, like your role as the Senior Vice President of Systems Engineering, and how do you see China's semiconductor industry evolve over the years?
Thank you, Yavan. Personally, let me go back almost 30 years. I had a chance to do my PhD with power semiconductor silicon carbide, which are now quite popular for new energy vehicles. Personally, also for me important was as I started collaborating in China and with China in the year 2007. That was a time as in China, combustion engine started growing. And I was here in the period 2014 till mid of 2018. It was a time where strategic focal points like electrified, connected, automated, energy efficient became important in China, for China, and rest of the world. And this is the base for the new energy vehicle. onsemi as a company is a semiconductor company just focusing on power semiconductors as well as on mixed signal products and intelligent sensing, which are used in the field of new energy vehicle and other industries like energy or also industry.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know this year marks onsemi's 30th anniversary in China. So over the past 3 decades, China has become a global powerhouse in semiconductor. So how have the technical demands of the Chinese market changed over the years based on your observation?
Yeah, onsemi has a long-term commitment in China and to China. We started more than 30 years ago. 30 years ago exactly, we had a foundation of a plant in Leshan, Sichuan province, have been one of the first companies starting with high technology in the west part of China. Nowadays we have plants and operations beside Leshan in Shenzhen, Suzhou, in Beijing, as well as in Shanghai. And for us, being on site, the close collaboration with our customers, especially in the time where new energy vehicles have grown, is something where we see that we can combine the strengths we have on the innovation side to co-innovative. And this is also part of my role, that we are not only a semiconductor company with components. No, my role as a SVP, Senior Vice President of Systems Engineering, is to ensure that we can understand the needs of the OEM, of the ones who are developing the car, who want to have advanced new energy vehicle up to flying cars, to bring this together, that we can understand as a semiconductor company from one side, their needs, their requirements, and on the other side, with our innovation coming from semiconductors, to bring this together and to co-innovate jointly, to have at the end, and this is our ambition, to make the better product, a better product for our customers, for users, for the society here in China, and for sure also globally.
Well, you just mentioned about the new energy vehicles. Here in China, in recent years, China is developing heavily on its new energy vehicles, the artificial intelligence, and also the green energy, which all rely on the semiconductors. And so could you share some examples of like the cooperation between onsemi and your collaboration with local companies here in China, some successful examples?
Sure. Looking back first, and then I will come exactly to answer your question. Looking back, as I was here between 2014, mid of 2018, it was a period of the 13th five-year plan. That was the hour of the birth of the first new energy vehicle roadmap. That was where Made in China 2025 was started. At that time, I saw already a strong ecosystem excellence with the steep gradient. If I look now 10 years back, and from 10 years now to the year 2025, and I can see that companies and car maker like Xiaopeng, like Xiaomi, like NIO, like Geely, and others are really the ones who are shaping and leading the technology for new energy vehicle. And we are working close together with them. We are their customers, their partners and suppliers. Look, for example, there was a Shanghai Auto Show, and there have been many cars have been launched there. The cars with 800-volt architecture nowadays, most of them, 50% of them are equipped with silicon carbide power devices from onsemi.
So during those collaboration, were there any maybe challenges emerging, and how did onsemi tackle those issues?
There are always in technology, if you go to cutting edge technology, there are moments where you see a project is running in the right direction, and there are also moments where you have to engage closer, where you have to work together with your customers to solve barriers or to overcome barriers. Personally, look, I'm now here this year, 5th time in China, always stay for 1 or for 2 weeks. This has to do that I can, in my role, support the teams, working close together with our customers, being part of a barrier removal team, creating a common understanding for the projects which we are running right now, and for sure also to think about the next step for the future. Being on site, being present, have this close and trusting collaboration is the key for success. Means innovate together, means innovate successfully.
Looking ahead, how do you see China's role like in shaping the global semiconductor industry? Do you think it will maybe leading the industry, or it will, just being the followers?
Yeah. First, if I look on other example for battery technology, a long time ago, companies who have not known in the world like CATL or BYD have started their activities. They are now world market leaders. What I recognized as I was on site between 2014 and 18 here in China, stepping deep into the new energy vehicle roadmap, the first one, there have been quite precise targets for example, silicon carbide, MOSFETs, silicon IGBT technology. This is something what drives new energy vehicles. If I look now on the industry landscape, then I can see that new companies are arising here in China. On the other side, all the established semiconductor companies globally also here. One of them are we in onsemi. What we like is competition. Competition in a fair manner, because this is always the one, if technology competes, is for users at the end the benefit. And we are quite successful with our innovations. If I look on our newest M4 silicon carbide technology, where we combine not only the power semiconductor, we combine it with a gate driver that we can optimize our system, will increase again the range of a new energy vehicle. This is innovation. Therefore, it's it's a race and it's competition. And our ambition at onsemi is make the better product with innovation, and we will do it also in the future.
So competition will kind of facilitate the innovation of the company. lastly, for foreign investors who eyeing on China, what's your suggesting to them, like the secret of achieving a successful business in the market?
Also here, I am not the one who want to give others recommendation. I show on this what onsemi has done, is doing now, and will also do in the future. That means having a commitment, bringing innovation to China not only as a market, to leverage the excellence in partnership with our partners and suppliers here in China, access to the excellence you can find here in the universities, academia, and so on. Building strong teams in China, for China on the onsemi side, using them for the Chinese market and for the global market. On the customer side, an open and trustful collaboration based on innovation is the glue what makes companies successful. At the end, it must be based on win-win.
What's your future prospect of the Chinese market then?
For new energy vehicles, it's already the leading market in the world, and it will sustain, it will continue, and we will contribute that the China market with the new energy vehicle is successful, and we are also committed to support our Chinese customers being successfully in other countries going to Europe. Look, personally, for example, Geschjaven. Which car do I drive in Europe?
BMW?
No, Neo.
A Neo.
A nice Neo EL7.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Marcus, for your time today. It's a great pleasure speaking with you.
It's an honor for me and a pleasure to have a conversation with you and being here in Beijing.
This is CGTN Radio. Hear the difference.